Hi everyone. I can see you all with different costumes. What's special today?
Yes, can you guess?
We have celebrated Children's Day and Diwali last month. Anything else to be celebrated?
Yes, do you know, ma'am? We the teachers have planned to take our kids to the Fairyland.
Fairyland?
Come and fly away with me. 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 Don't you be afraid, everything will change. You and I jumping off the edge. They say dreamers never die, so come and fly, come and fly, come and fly away with me. We're rising, we're falling, we're making through. We're climbing, we're soaring, 1,000 views.
Here's a special treat to make our kids happy and entertained. Watch and enjoy.
Once upon a time, there lived a pretty little girl named Laura. She lived in a huge mansion with her parents and her nurse.
Mama, Papa, these ribbons make me the look prettiest. Aren't these amazing?
I'm glad you love them, dear, but you must not think so much about these things.
Why not? I can't help it if I am pretty.
Ah, my little doll. It's because we are afraid of you'll get a big head because of it.
A big head? Nurse!
Lara had been spoiled by her silly nurse, who had often told the young child to be proud of her beauty and all her pretty clothes. So Lara grew to be very selfish and hated everyone who was not as pretty as her. On one sunny day, Lara was outside wandering through her garden. It had flowers of many types and looked as if a rainbow had spread its colors all over the place.
Red sand, yellow sand, pinks. Red sand, yellow sand. Who's that?
As she looked, her curiosity turned to disdain. Through the huge metal gate peeped a girl of around the same age as Laura.
How dare she touches my gate with those hands? And she is so shabby. Hey, go away.
The little girl looked up at Lara, startled. She had loved the beautiful flowers and had only wanted to see them more closely.
Oh, hello.
Don't say hello to me. You don't belong here. Go away. Go away.
But I just wanted to see those pretty flowers.
These pretty flowers are only meant for me. So go away from here.
The poor girl ran away immediately, hurt by Laura's words.
What a rude child!
Where did that voice come from?
Lara walked over to see a bush covered with the most beautiful red roses she had ever seen. Lara looked a little closer and to her amazement saw a tiny little fairy dressed in the petals of rose. She had with her a palette of multiple shades of red and her eyes twinkled as she saw Lara.
Who are you? You are so pretty.
I don't want to be complimented by the likes of you. Don't you agree, sisters?
Wasn't that a little mean? She's just a child, you know.
That That's exactly how she spoke to that poor child. Well, I am moving to the next bush.
Are you coming, Julia? I don't want to be near such a child now. Do we?
And the two fairies fluttered away, leaving Lara very upset.
Don't worry about them. I am Violet and this is Rosie.
Oh, I'm Lara. Pleased to meet you.
Lara watched as Violet painted the flowers a pretty purple. She dipped her brush into a dewdrop and then into the cold.
Wow, I wish I want to be a fairy too.
Would you really like that?
Yes, ma'am. Well, at least for around 15 minutes.
Lillian extended her long and graceful hands. As soon as she had touched Lillian's hands, Lara found herself to be the size of a ladybug.
Oh, I'm gonna fall.
Oh, wow, we have got you.
I don't have any wings to fly with.
Wings are only for real fairies. Well, up we go.
They flew through the air over gardens and streets.
Oh, this is so lovely. Ha 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 ha.
They flew through the warm summer sky and soon landed on a small window pane that belonged to the old tumbling house.
I don't get this. Why do you visit old houses?
Lara watched the nearly withered flowers turned into the loveliest violets she had ever seen. Lillian gave them a white and gold sparkle that shone when caught by the sun.
It's so beautiful.
Suddenly, Lara heard a hurried scampering in the room.
That's the girl I shooed away today.
That child has no parents to love her.
Lara's heart pained when she heard that the girl came running towards the flower pot.
Oh, how lovely you look and how fresh you smell. Mother told me that God gave us the flowers to make us good and happy.
Margaret?
Yes, coming.
That's why we come here to give anyone even a moment of happiness because we care for others.
I wish I was a real fairy. Then I would be able to do that too.
The fairy smiled. Lara's heart had already begun to change.
You can do much more as a human. Come, your 15 minutes are up.
And before she could understand, she was in her normal size, standing in front of the poor girl's house. The two fairies had disappeared.
Oh no, how do I return home?
Just then, Margaret came out and was surprised to see Lara.
You're that girl who drove me away this morning. Why are you here and not in your pretty garden?
I'm lost. I can't find my way back. Would you help me?
Maggie was kind-hearted and held no grudges. She led Lara back to her home.
I'm Lara.
I'm Margaret, but I like to be called Maggie.
Do you live here?
Yes, I live here with my aunt, and she doesn't like me so. It isn't all the good, but she feeds me, so I'm grateful for that.
They chatted until they reached Lara's house.
Please let me thank you properly.
She took Maggie in and gave her delicious food to eat, much to Maggie's delight. After that, Lara took her out to the garden and told her to pick as many flowers as she wanted. She apologized deeply for the way she had acted.
That's all right.
Maggie left and Lara went to find her father. She told him all about Maggie and how she lived with her cruel aunt.
What do you want me to do?
Can't we keep her here?
Well, of course she can. Lara, I am so proud of you.
Lara's father asked Margaret to come over to their place. Maggie enjoyed herself thoroughly and soon became good friends with Lara.
How could I have been so mean to someone?
Lara had learned that the only thing that mattered, which was supposed to be pretty, was a person's heart. It was a lesson she would never forget. The fairies had taught her well.
My dear children, I hope you all enjoyed the story. Have you ever been kind to anyone? Do you think that kindness can get you the impossible? Yes, my dear children, kindness is the key to unlock all negatives and impossibilities. Here you have seen how kindness made all changes in so many people's lives. So, my dear children, we should be always kind to the poor and the needy and become good to all and everywhere. Thank you, everyone.